We know you're craving 9 more holes of this awesome chase card coverage, so we got it for you on deck right here. Jamie Thomas on the mic, Ian Anderson by my side. Back again, buddy.
Let's do it.
9 more holes at Winthrop. My favorite place to be in October. There's no place like it, and this course just challenges and pushes the best in the game, brings out the best in the best players.
It does. It really reminds me of Masters in the PGA. You know, I feel like this is our Masters.
That's so appropriate because that's what Harold Duvall wants this to be.
Oh, really? So, beautiful.
Hit the nail on the head right there as we roll right into hole 10. Another very attackable par 4. If you just came off the front 9 coverage, you saw Paul in that video with the eagle, a drop-in eagle. And you know he's going to be attacking this hole too, and most of these guys have the ability to get it there, so let's see what happens.
Let's see what they do. Looks like Paul is gone with that Star Destroyer. So is it 554 as the crow flies or more like along the fairway?
I believe that's marked tee to pin.
Okay. So you got to put a smash on it, which Paul Mcbeth can do, Jamie.
Yeah, he threw it about 562. It is slightly downhill, but still a good pump.
Barsby going with the champ boss right here.
And you could see him motioning. He needs to get over. Got a fortunate little skip inside that inbounds. That grass has been really tough to skip off of today.
Max taking the layup line here, Jamie?
I believe so. It's really tough for the lefty line to attack that pin. The way the corner of the fence goes, the righties have more room to air it out.
Oh, gotcha. So he just tossed his big beat AVR over there and called it a day. Zackeriath doesn't look happy, Jamie.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 holes in a row for him where he's played a medium aggressive play, and it just hasn't quite worked out. Ended up with some red flags.
Looks like Max is going with his champ boss on the second shot here.
And watch this footing. There's a little bear where his plant foot is.
Yeah, you called it.
As the first thing I noticed when I saw that shot, and that's just tough. You tried to lay it up and give yourself a good opportunity.
Yep. So Zackeriath is throwing the 3 from the DZ.
Good work.
Yep, coming back nicely off that OB shot. Oh, no. So Max is throwing, what, 4 here?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And his shot is at least safe for most of the way.
Okay.
He plays a hyzer pretty perfectly there.
Yep. Hopefully he can salvage a 5. Here is Barsby for the 2 eagle. Well,
could be worse.
He's up there. Paul, you know he's making this.
Clean.
Paul Mcbeth doesn't miss eagle putts.
No. And we'll spin it back one time on the pink basket. Dead center pole.
Yeah.
Getting a little love.
Yeah. Could not have been a more perfect putt right there.
And like we were just talking about in the other video, you say 18 down on holes 9 and 10 throughout the weekend?
I think it was 9, 10, and 11, something like that, yeah. Just putting on a show. Oh, no, Max.
And that's tough.
That is.
He's been battling all day, and we talked about it before. He's not off by much, but those putts start to add up if you're not capitalizing.
Yeah, when I see Max miss, it's usually low. Because he's got that really aggressive spin putt. Drops it in for the 6, I believe. Yeah. Lost 4 strokes to Paul right there. Wow.
Paul's now 6 down.
And Paul is now 6 down, just 1 back of Barsby on the day.
Oh, I got that jam stuck in my head. Killer commercial.
Love it.
Back on track, hole 11. This is a hole that has changed quite a bit over the years. The shape of those hazard ropes shifts from year to year pretty significantly, and This year, I think they've opened it up like they did for 9, where there's a sweet spot about 4.5 down the fairway that these guys could get to and make their birdie really easy.
Yep. This is one I've always had trouble conceptualizing without the drone footage, and that was really cool to see on this one. Paul with the Star Destroyer. Wow, Jamie.
Making it right into that sweet spot.
Yep. Barsby going with a Star Boss here.
And I might be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that the hazard rope on the left that Paul cleared and Gregg just went into, that was OB before.
Oh, wow.
So another kind of way they're softening it by a quarter stroke or so, because then you, no matter how far you're into the hazard, you still throw from there versus taking it all the way back. But as you can see, a couple of guys on the card here going straight into that hazard.
That was Max with the boss going back to his other boss in the second shot. This green lines up well for the lefty.
Absolutely. Just play it into the side of the hill and or take the forehand route.
Looks like Barsby's going boss again. Oh, no.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Insult to injury there.
Yeah.
We've seen him make really aggressive plays with the forehand all weekend and just had a couple of them get away from him, the one on 5 and then this one.
Yeah, 90% of them were working just beautifully. Zackeriath. Is that going to sit eventually? There it goes.
Yeah, that was a little scary moment there.
Yeah. Paul, that drive, Jamie.
Yeah, and that one, hunting the eagle, trying to go 3 in a row.
With the Nova.
There it is. We're wondering where it was earlier.
Yeah. Barsby laying up. He's about to take a big number. I'm not quite sure what it's going to be. Max. Oh, man.
That's so frustrating. You come out Monday, you qualify, you battle all week, and then the putt just letting you down a little.
Yeah. Lives in San Diego, probably doesn't play in the rain a lot. So I'll give him that. As a fellow
Never
San
rains in
Diegan.
Southern California?
It never rains in Southern California. I'm pretty annoyed if I can't go play disc golf pretty much any day of the year. So it's a good problem to have. Max cleans up. Paul,
Hashtag SoCal problems.
it is. Nice birdie from Paul. A bigger number from Gregg.
He's taken 5 strokes back in the last 3 holes, and now you see it flipped.
Yeah, it
Barsby
is.
6 down for the day, and Paul 7 down.
Yeah, just one back in the tourney. On to hole 12. This is the scene of the Nate Sexton Beast roller from last year, I want to say.
This hole is just crazy. There's so many options off the tee. Yeah, like you said, the roller play from Sexton. You have big air shots. I mean, I know Simon loves this hole, just being able to crank on one.
Yeah. Paul going with that Star Destroyer. Same one he used the last hole. Ooh. You put a good move on that one, Jamie.
Yeah, just confidence, pure confidence in that. Never worried about the right side OB.
Yeah. He knew it was going to flip and knew it was going to hook up as well. Zackeriath, that's a little high. Might be fading early.
Good call on that one. Down in the valley there.
Still in bounds, though, right? Just not very close.
Yeah, unless you do what Gregg's doing here, you're really not going to challenge any OB, but that's got to get down.
That's his Star Boss, and that is OB, correct, Jamie?
It's going to be close. I think he managed to stay in.
Oh, nice. Max with, I believe that's his Boss, yep.
Yeah, nice and safe. Still short of that drop zone. Even from the drop zone, it's still a pump to get there.
So it looked like Gregg was in bounds.
No longer.
Oh.
That's just another miscalculation on the forehand.
Yeah, weird. Max with a pretty smart second shot here.
Kind of similarly shaped fairway to hole number 9. Sets up nicely for that lefty hyzer.
It does. Zackeriath, the second shot. He's going for it, Jamie.
I love it.
Solid aggression, but does not pay off. Came up just short of that rope. Barsby throwing 4 from the DZ.
Had the weight on that one just perfect.
He did. Came back from that really well. Zackeriath. I believe he's also throwing 4. He's hanging out with Gregg.
Yeah, just inside the circle for the putt. And this hole is just one you can't overlook. 11's very attackable, and 13 is on everybody's mind, no matter what they tell you. But you can't overlook 12.
Oh my goodness. Paul squeaking that FD3 around the stake and inbounds.
Flash in the ring.
Yep. We're looking at Max's third shot here. Just laying it for the 4. Zackeriath going to try and can a 5.
There you go. I love the extension he gets on that putt. Just gets his weight forward, hand out. Beautiful putt.
All about that follow through. Paul knows it too.
Yeah, Paul barely making it past the stake, barely sneaking it over the cage, but hey, no pictures on the scorecard. Still got the birdie.
Exactly. Gregg Barsby. He cleans up a 5 along with Zach. Max with a routine 4 here.
Yeah, Gregg was thinking about that one as he stood over it, and as well he should have. I mean, you don't want to take a 6 on this hole, then have to go to 999, which is the new name for 888. As you can see, the pin placements now 999 feet and 1111, respectively.
Wow.
Playing the shorter pin today, the 999 position, which is pretty familiar if you've watched USDGC coverage before. But a very different fairway. They flipped the hazard, so now anything on the walking path and right is hazard, and the left side is all green.
Oh, interesting. This hole's had some huge numbers in the past.
Yeah, it puts a little more, I guess a little more of that pucker factor on that second shot.
Yeah.
Because you can't get as close to the asphalt parking lot before trying to go over.
Sure. Paul with a crush on the Star Destroyer. Max ripping that turn out there. Well done.
Yeah, great shot.
Zackeriath. You want a little more flip on that one, but he's still out there.
Probably a pretty safe play. You see a lot of the guys going long past the bush down at the end of the shot there.
Oh.
As that is now in bounds too. So a lot of guys are taking that pitch up and then going over on their third attempt.
Gotcha. There's Barsby with his champ boss. Gets it out in the middle of the fairway. Max up next. Going boss for his second shot. Wow.
Yep, hanging it out there, keeping it away from the OB. I think I said hazard earlier. It's actually OB.
Okay. That is a sketchy second shot, Jamie.
Yeah, I mean, you can play that. That's safe where Zackeriath's going. It's kind of a weird blind forehand or lefty hyzer, and it slopes down towards that pavement. So speed control, crucial.
Yeah. Barsby with a good shot here. Paul, he's going for the green, Jamie.
No surprise.
No. Looks like his Star Destroyer again.
It's actually a little bit safer of a play than I thought it would be when we were filming it. I thought he was going to try to flex one out.
Yeah, he just takes an easy up and down from there. He might even have a look at it.
Yeah, there are a couple eagles on this hole from earlier cards. I think Alex Geisinger and Simon Lizotte, you could imagine a couple things they have in common to be able to get the eagle on this hole.
Yes, I can. Max put his T-bird pretty close. Barsby, a little forehand up shot. That'll play. And Zackeriath. So Paul basically got on the island one stroke ahead of the entire card.
Exactly. And Zackeriath went hunting with that one.
Wow, he did. Really well done. Paul for eagle. Wow.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
I guess if you have the opportunity for a 100-footer or a much more difficult shot to try to get closer from across the parking lot. You know, you take your percentages.
Oh, definitely. What did Gregg say there?
I think somebody was moving, but it wasn't on the camera because I watched that shot back a few times.
Okay.
Oh, man.
No. Oh, almost dunked in the upshot, but missed the comebacker.
Yeah. I don't know if he just rushed it or what. You could see some of the gallery started getting ahead of the lead card to try to watch the last 2 cards come in on the back 9. So some more people filtering in, more spectators watching.
There is Max with a birdie along with Paul.
Paul's all of a sudden in the hunt here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Max with a par. But yes, he is. 25 down, Jamie.
Yeah, 9 down for the rounds. He wanted 16 to tie that record. He didn't start off super hot, but suddenly he's in contention for a podium spot.
Sure is. Hole 14's coming up next, Jamie. 413. I've seen an ace on this one last year, I think, right?
2 years ago, I believe.
Thank you.
It was the last year the performance flight was run, and it was a performance flight ace, and I'm blanking on the gentleman's name.
I feel like it was a European, but I could be wrong.
It was, and it went skip off of the path. It was pretty awesome.
It was beautiful. Oh, looks like Paul's throwing his overstable Star Destroyer here. Ooh, sit.
And that's one thing I don't understand. A lot of people play that Spikeiser, and it seems like the low percentage shot, but then again, who am I to question it?
Yeah. Oh, that was a Star Thunderbird, actually. Okay. Excuse me. Barsby, that looked just really safe.
Yeah, I wonder if he kind of winged a few of his forehands the last few holes and just didn't trust it.
Yeah, I can see that. Max throwing his turn again. And Zackeriath.
Oh, yeah.
He just has a crushing forehand.
I love the full commitment on his form.
Absolutely. I was just about to say the same. Wow.
He's rewarded.
He is. Just in bounds. Here's Barsby with kind of a scary putt here.
And look, he's running this. And canning it.
Oh, come on.
Oh, my goodness. Spin it back. Come on.
That was sick.
Yeah, this disc goes in the basket.
Ooh.
Just slows enough in the change. That was knifing through there.
Gregg.
Oh, little tip of the cap for good measure.
What a putt. What a gent. Zackeriath, after taking his meter in, gonna look for the 2.
Yeah. She said, I'm not going to miss another one.
I'm down with these putts.
They've been hunting them all round. We saw a lot earlier, and they weren't missing by much.
Very true. Paul looking to keep that fire going. Get another birdie. Whew. He is on a tear right now.
So that's how to putt on an elevated basket. And no pressure, Max.
Don't ruin the star frame. He's got this.
Got
There
it.
we go.
See, that's one of those moments where if you're by far the closest and everybody hits these massive putts for birdie, you can't miss it.
I think they call it getting big putted.
Oh, yeah. Can't do that.
No, you can't. Paul is 10 down on the day through 14.
Finding double digits.
Tell us about hole 15, Jamie.
Wow, this thing is, this is an interesting hole here. It's a complete, like, kind of kinked off left turn past that triple Mando. I'm not a huge fan of the triple Mando myself, but, you know, whatever it takes to get into the mind of these top pros, they're going to pull out all the stops at Winthrop.
Yep.
And a nice guarded basket, trees all around, low ceiling putts. I mean, you just kind of throw it and hope you get through the gate.
Sure enough. You see some fun putts on this green, too. Paul going Star Destroyer. Get under that. Oh. Oh, no.
And that's... See, that's the thing. A double Mando I could understand.
Yeah.
I'm a little critical of the triple right there because that's an unnecessary roll. It wasn't that bad of a shot.
Agreed. Barsby flicking the champ eagle right there.
Yeah, and he needed a little branch love to get under the crossbar himself.
He got it. Max is throwing one of his beat-up T-birds. Get right. Oh, man. Zackeriath. Flip.
Yeah, just cut through there. Looks like what happened on 7. Just didn't want to flip it over, so he put too much hyzer.
Yep. Paul's going to get creative here as John Tompkins caddies for him.
This round was so humid. I have no idea how he was wearing that.
Was that like a fish waders or something?
They were waders. They're like waist-high waders.
Was he getting ready to go in the water after somebody's disc or just...
I don't know. He had a whole separate lake inside of his pants after that. It was so humid.
Right hand, forehand. It's happening, Jamie.
It's happening. I didn't even catch this until I was editing. I had no idea.
I mean, it looks normal until you remember it's Max Nichols. Then you're like, wait, that's the wrong hand.
I mean, that's better than any righty shot I could throw.
Did a great. Oh yeah, you're a lefty too. I forgot about that.
Absolutely.
Yep. Max said it came from baseball. I've heard that from a lot of people actually. That do the left hand, backhand, right hand, forehand.
Makes sense.
Zackeriath throwing 4. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Guys are kind of making a mess out of this hole.
They are. Paul going McPro Rock 3 for his third shot. He's putting at least, I believe.
He's putting, but even that wasn't clean. This is just a mental rattler, you know. Mm-hmm. It gets in your head, especially if you hit that Mando and you've got that noise in your head. It's brutal.
There was an upshot, I believe, from Zackeriath. Here's Paul going to try and cart the 4.
Par save.
Biting off the other Paul with the step putt right there. Did you catch that?
Oh, yeah, the little Yuli style?
Uh-huh, for sure. Barsby?
Full layout. Look at this. Oh. Let's spin back both of them. How about this? Compare these two putts. Just outside the circle, low ceiling, and you got to commit to it.
Jamie, I like this.
Just trying to innovate. Next level.
So down. Let's see if Zackeriath can end the suffering. Yes, he can. I believe that's a 6. There is a drop in for Max.
Now let's get one more look at this. Righty forehand roller. Good form, good commit. I love it.
It worked?
It works. That was just bonus. I had to throw that one in there.
Love it. He saved a 4 with it. It worked. Zach took the unfortunate 6. Looks like Gregg with a nice birdie is now tied with Paul. Hole 16, Jamie.
Must get for all the players on this card. You've got the up the middle gap that the drone's flying here. And all these guys, we're talking about that counterclockwise spin. You can go out wide and bring it back right. It's there for the taking. You just got to commit to the shot.
For sure. Got to know your plastic and trust it. Barsby should be up first, uppercutting that birdie, throwing his star boss on a forehand line. Get right.
Just again, missing his target out left, as we've seen pretty much this whole back 9.
Yeah. Paul with the Star Destroyer. Yeah, his forehand was such fire that first 9 holes. It's really fallen off here. Yeah, it hasn't fallen off, though.
No, Paul made the right play there. You got to play it a little bit higher. A little higher and wider.
Yeah, Max is playing the same line with his turn. Is that OB?
That is a hazard.
Hazard, okay.
Kind of like they took it away for 8, so they took it away for 16, too.
Huh.
There's no OB separating the fairways, but that was just tough to happen to Max there.
Tasty.
Yeah, that's a pure forehand.
Sure is. Gregg throwing 3 right here from the hazard. Tried to float it in, but gonna have to settle for a 4. Gonna be losing a couple strokes to Paul, most likely. Here's Max gonna try and save his par.
Yeah.
Yep.
He knows it. It's just one of those ones where if you're struggling down the stretch and you don't get 16, it's just kind of one of those ones that just mentally breaks you a little bit.
Especially when you're Max and you're a lefty. That's, should be right in his wheelhouse.
It's still commendable, like we said, qualify on Monday, make the chase card.
Yeah. Oh, Max is a great player, no doubt. Seen him a ton. Zackeriath with just a drop-in birdie. Just beautiful. But there is Gregg losing 2 strokes to Paul, who is now 11 down on the day with 2 holes left. Oh, Jamie, hole 17.
the wrecker of tournaments, this island hole right here.
It sure is.
And they don't ever make it any easier. I guess the only thing they did differently now is if you miss the island 3 times, then you go to the drop zone that's on the island. So
Okay.
you can't take 12s and 14s really anymore, but 7s and 8s are possible.
Yep. And those big numbers used to happen, and they still do. Paul going. Let's see here. Make Pro Rock 3 in a circle.
I think so. And you once again surprised to not see him throw the Nova after he won this tournament with that shot a couple years back, but he knows what he's doing.
He does. Solid 4. That's a safe play out there, kind of the bailout area. Really smart.
And what I'm surprised about this green is it's actually kind of hard packed.
Huh.
So you see a little more of the spike as Gregg kind of shorts it there. But
Yeah,
you see that spike shot, it doesn't always, it kind of deadens. So.
Yeah, he came up short with the Banshee. He's going to disc up to a Firebird here. That looks like that'll work.
Yeah, that's long enough for sure.
That'll play. Not going to be a birdie. Hopefully a bogey. Max Nichols. Also going Firebird.
The lefty attack here and just making sure it doesn't hit me.
Almost gotcha.
I would have felt so terrible.
Well, if you make it stay in, you don't have to feel that bad.
That's true. I'll give some lefty love. I'll just kick it back a little bit.
There you go. Oh, Max. I wanted that birdie for him. Gonna have to settle for the par. Zackeriath.
Between these two, man, between Max and
Right?
Zach, how many more close calls can you have?
Yeah, if you could move the disc like a foot, over 18 holes, it'd probably make like 4 or 5 more putts.
Yeah.
Paul with a rare miss right there.
Yeah, even by Paul's standards, I'm sure he's not completely satisfied with his putting. If he putts up to his standards, that 16 might have happened.
Yeah. Now we've definitely seen some missed putts out there today, despite his 11 down.
I could think of 4 ones that I expect him to make, and that puts him at 15 right there.
Yeah, for sure.
One more hole. That's all she wrote. USDGC is about to come to a close once again, but it's not an easy one. No gimmies out here.
Nope. They did shorten the pin, though, right? From the longer, more challenging one.
They did. You're playing the short pin on the final day. I think they were trying to just have the gallery be able to see it as you're sitting up to the right of the frame there, sitting up on the balcony watching, and it allows more people to see the finale.
Yeah, I dig that a lot. Paul throwing out his Metal Flake T-Bird 3.
Just not quite enough commitment.
Yep. Zackeriath. Whoa!
Yeah.
I like the
moves.
style. I like the shot, too.
I'm saying commit to it. He commits 100% to his shots.
He so does. Now it looks like Max is ripping out his turn. Needs to check up, maybe roll down the hill a little bit. Come on.
It's been known.
Yeah. Barsby with the star boss. God, he might be the best boss thrower in the world right now.
Yeah, I don't think it's a common disc for a lot of the top-level players to have, but that's Barsby's style. He doesn't care what the popular disc is.
Throws what works, throws those eagles, the Banshee. He's got a really cool bag.
Exactly.
Jamie, get on that, man. I want to see that Spin TV in the bag with Barsby.
I'm going to put Barsby on blast. I've tried so many times.
Oh!
Put him on blast for that putt, too.
Barsby putting that basket on blast.
Yeah. There you go. One more time. One more spin back for the USDGC here.
Yep.
Oh, with the gallery watching. That feels good.
Love it.
He's like, what else can I do? I battled all weekend. What else can I do here?
Oh man, that's quintessential Gregg right there, banging that putt. Paul looking to save par. Yeah.
Paul thrives when other people hit big putts right in front of him.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
I mean, twice in the last 5 holes. Then you think back to Memorial, the playoff with Germ.
Yep.
You think, count any number of his world titles. That's just something about him he likes. He just loves to do. It's funny.
He's slightly competitive, Jamie.
Slightly.
Just a little bit.
Slightly.
There's Max cleaning up the bogey. Rough finish to an otherwise great tournament for him.
Yeah, big ups to him. You can't take anything away from what he did this weekend. One of the highest finishing qualifiers ever.
Wow.
So really great. And you see green hits again. Barsby and the bullseye fell off a little in the back nine, but Barsby mostly accurate off the tee, and Paul getting it done in the putting circle.
Yep.
And Barsby actually tying him there. 3 putts outside the circle for the round. And you can see the big difference right there in the penalty strokes. Makes or breaks you.
Sure does. Adds up real quick.
Oh, Winthrop Gold. We love you. I miss it already. I can't wait to be back next year. Save your flight, Ian. We need to work together on this and show people what an awesome tournament, awesome place this is. Thanks for joining me on the commentary.
Anytime, my friend.
Thanks to everybody for watching, and we'll see y'all next time here on Spin TV.